Okay, so I got a whole page done. Um, it's it's really hard to like get this timeline down and like fit everything in because there was so much going on. And it's like, and there was like this happening in one space that I was in, this happening in another space that I was in, and this happening in another space that I was in, and it all kind of ran into each other. It was like I was not ever able, like, I guess I could have chosen to just stop and like take a breather. And I thought, like, I kind of felt like I was. When I was this this is really interesting. Writing this, getting it down. I'm rethinking a lot of stuff. And there's logic involved, and then there's feelings involved, and there's a whole lot of chaos. I can't believe I got through that all. Shit. Holy crap. Like, I don't know how I did so much all at the same time. I really did. Like, so I was working at the school in the morning, taking my class at night. So I was at the school from 9:30 in the morning to 10, a little after 10, Monday through Thursday, doing homework, doing practice massages, visiting my family, going to my workshops. Well, not my workshops, but there was a workshop that I was going to weekly, and it was my favorite thing to do for a long time. And then after school was over, I was still working in the office. I was working with some other people. Like, I'm still like, I don't want to give too much away. But like, I was in a lot of different places, and it's like blowing me away. Like, how was I doing all of that? And I guess, I mean, it was sort of at the same time, maybe not quite. My memory might be a little off. I know I had a thing at the chiropractor, and I was there quite a bit, but not. And then at another spa, I think it was 4 days a week. I'm pretty sure it was 4 days a week. And then at the other place that I was at, and then kind of gave up on the chiropractor to spend more time at the other place. And then I got fired. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to, it's really, I'm just going to keep writing. I'm going to write and write and write and write everything that I can remember. And then maybe go through it all and move some stuff around. I don't know. I guess that's how I work anyway. Like when I clean up my closet or when I do any kind of reorganizing, I take it all apart and then I put it in the right order. So maybe that's what I have to do with this too. But it's getting late, but I needed to come back on here and get this frustration and this it's not even really frustration. I mean, it's a little frustration, but more I might have to get a pen and paper out and write down some dates because but it's not really about the timeline. It's more about the story. So, but if the timeline doesn't make sense, the story might not make sense. So, I should probably read that article that I I looked up an article, how to write a book, and it was 20 steps, right? And hold on, who's this? Oh, okay, that's cool. So this article is 20 steps, and I had it on my phone. I was ready to read it. And then that morning I woke up, all this was this story, the part, this initial first page was in my head. So I just started it. I just started writing before I read the article. I mean, maybe I can, even though I started it, I'm only 5 pages in. So if I read that now, it might help me. So maybe, oh, I'm tired. Maybe after the gym tomorrow, I'll read that article before I write my page. See if that helps. Anyway, I just, I told you this YouTube, these videos that I'm making is I'm showing you what I'm going through. And so when something kind of big happens, I'm sharing it. It's a process. So I'm sharing the process with you. So, that's what it's supposed to be. So that's what I'm doing. And you don't have to watch. You could if you want to. And I really appreciate it. And I feel I mean, I really don't care if anybody watches because it's helping me. At the same time, though, whoever is watching, if people are watching, like, I want them to enjoy it, and get something out of it. So like I said, I'm just following like my guidance and my, so, it's sort of just putting myself out there, like exposing myself, exposing, like, I'm I want to show myself, and I want people to see me. Like, I want them to see me. I don't want them to see what I try to show them. Like, a lot of people have different they kind of have different personalities. Like, their personality at work is different from when they're with their friends, and that's also different from when they're with their families. And I don't want to have to hold back so much. And I don't think I do. Like, I'm pretty sure I am who I am, no matter where I'm at. And sometimes that can get me in trouble, actually. So there's got to be a balance. There has to be some sort of balance and discernment when it comes to being me. And I even told my friend, like the one that I'm working with, I was like, because I don't want to tell too much about him, but we were talking about like how certain people don't get to see certain things. Like, he doesn't talk about certain things with anybody. Like, and that's just how it is. And I told him, I was like, that's not really hiding who you are. It's because, like, like, they're getting a part of you. I mean, they're just not getting all of you. And I don't know if that's really hiding. I think it's still truthful. Like, you're still being you, just not like shining as bright, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's like the difference between just opening the blinds, like twisting the blinds, so there's a little bit of light coming through, and like opening the blinds. So, I mean, I guess there's some, yeah, maybe that's how we have to function in this world, because like there's certain places where some aspects of you are not acceptable in that environment. It's just, it doesn't mean you can't be who you are. Yeah, that's confusing me now. Oh. But anyway, so like, I guess, just like we're a whole being, a light being, a spiritual being in a physical body. And so we're so much more than I think that we can even ever express. Like, we're so much more. And in certain environments, you kind of have to close the blinds a little bit. So, because maybe it freaks people out. Too much light can piss people off, actually. Too much light can, expose parts of them that they don't like. It's like being, I guess we're kind of all mirrors of each other. Like, because we all have the capacity to be all things. And because of the way we were brought up and what we learned and our experiences in life, it taught us that certain things about ourselves were unacceptable or not appropriate or not right or not valid or whatever you learned. So we shut the blinds. We closed the blinds because people didn't want to see what was here. And but again, going back to mirrors, because we all have the capacity to be anything and everything, when we see something in somebody else, it can affect us one way or another. It will affect us in one way or another. But projection, deflection, that's what's coming up again. It's like when something bothers you about someone, you point it out. If you're angry about it, if you're upset about it, or if it's sort of repelling, if it's if you're repelled by it or whatever, then it could be just something that you don't want to accept about yourself. And it might not even be that exact same thing. Or when you accuse people about doing something, if you accuse somebody of being manipulative, then you're probably deflecting. Because, well, this is what my friend told me. I told him a little bit about my stories. My godly friend, my ex-fiance, I told him a little bit And he told me it was deflecting. He said that's something that people do that. They tell you that you're this way and that way so that you look at yourself and like start questioning and being all confused so that you can't see what they're doing. Which it made sense to me. And when I did get quiet, I saw it. I still see it. And even writing this book, I'm seeing some stuff, and it's but it wasn't all bad. See, like nothing's all bad or good, but it's just like, was it gonna was I gonna continue to grow, or was I gonna be stuck? So I wanted to continue to grow, and it was like a up down. Like it was this a vicious cycle of me feeling better and like getting better, and then like I don't know, all of a sudden like being bombarded with like everything that was wrong with me and how I couldn't be this way or that way if I wanted to be around. And so it was this constant like nothing's wrong with you, like there's nothing wrong with you, you're good enough. But then like you can't do that, you can't do this, you're this and you're that, and like so it was a weird, like kind of felt like I was walking on eggshells, like after I like every time I was starting to feel really good and strong in myself and empowered, then the insults would come, and then I would try to please, and like it wasn't healthy for me. That's for sure. And I told you, the hand of God took me out, but I did see it, and I saw it. I did leave. I left a couple times, but I just got sucked back in from another unhealthy type situation in here. So yeah, but I think I'm done with all that now. I think I finally see it, and I'm gonna be able to spot it and not get myself into shit like that again. And I feel so good, and like I am being guided, and I'm gonna stay with God. And I choose like to be peaceful and stay in this beautiful light and be hopeful for the world, and never give up on never give up. I'm never gonna give up. I want to see people happy. I want to see, because I know how bad it was. Excuse me. I know how miserable I was. I know like how my mind and my emotions were like working against me, and they were just telling me all this shit, and I was believing it, and I felt like just so wrong, and now I feel so right, and I know, like, everybody can feel right. Like, so, I'm not gonna give up. I want people to be happy, like, really, really, like, peaceful, like, that like, that wholeness, that peace, that the stability, the love that yeah, I want people to feel that. And that's what this is. That's what all of this is. That's what I've been doing it's what I've been doing. And I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to just keep sharing my story and my insights and whatever is happening. And, I think it'll probably help some people. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I don't care because I'm trying. All right. Good night.